Hi everyone, welcome to Soaring Alignment. I'm Julie.
And I'm Deniz. Welcome back. I hope you all had a nice festive season so far and a nice break.
Oh my gosh, yes, so much food, so much good stuff, lots of things happening.
So much going on.
Oh,
The days are power packed.
oh my gosh, yeah, every day there's something new coming up, and I think we're really in the midst of this big growth and learning period, and everything every day just brings something completely new, and it's great. It's really challenging, but at the same time it's how we grow and really open ourselves up to the amazingness that the universe has to offer us. So it's exciting. Yeah,
It's super exciting, and even between us, so usually we connect a lot, but it was been so much overwhelm and so much new stuff coming up and coming in. We couldn't even update each other much, but we finally had
no,
a moment and we decided we're just going to go straight into the cards and see what happens for beginning of
that's right.
January.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's start with the tarot. Let's see what's the message for us for January 2022. My gosh, new year. All right. Yeah, it's exciting. And it's a 6-year numerology, so there's a big focus on love, self-love, and all the love that oh gosh, too many cards jumping out. The energy is strong. Okay, let's just a few cards, please. What's the message? These four pop down. Okay, so just at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Magician card. And as you can see, yeah. And I think this is really great confirmation for the times we're in. We are the magician, each and every one of us. There's no one any better, any worse than us. We all have the tools within us to create what we want in our lives. And it's really, and Denise and I had discussed it, it's really remembering, what it's really undoing all of the stuff that we've been told, all the conditions, and coming back to our real selves, our true selves, and our true nature, which is love. And when we do that, then all of the tools that we need or want are within us already, and allow us to access what we want in life. So I take this as a reminder of our true power, our true selves, that we are the magicians, that we create our own magic.
The alchemist, the alchemist came up for me, being your inner alchemist.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, we are all of that, aren't we? And the card that came up first, if you can see, is the Eight of Swords. And I'm seeing it in conjunction with the Hangman, which wow. 4 cards came out, but it just came together. And it's almost like we keep ourselves stuck because of the thoughts that we have around us. And I take these as beliefs or conditions and things like that. But this lady, she isn't stuck. The binds around her are very loose, and she can just step out of that space whenever she wants to. So it's really, it's ourselves, we keep ourselves stuck in that space. And so it's allowing ourselves to free ourselves from it. And then, with the Hangman, it's that stuckness that we can feel, but actually sometimes being in that space is good as well, like to take time to reflect, because even though he feels stuck, it's also a time where God, the words gone out of my head, but enlightenment happens when we give ourselves that space to reflect. So it's kind of like not being stuck by your thoughts, which keep you in a place which is in fear, but also taking the time out to reflect, which is different, and allowing the information to come to you. Because often, especially during this time, everything's so busy, everyone's doing things, and so it's hard, when you're disconnected with yourself, how do you receive information? How do you know where you are? So it's really important to spend that time being with yourself and to really connect with your inner being so that you get all the information that you need. And then I guess these two want to come out together. And so we've got the moon card, and for me, like, the moon can represent things that are hidden, that haven't yet come to light. But you know, if that's something that you're experiencing, just remember that your path is being lit up along the way, so you just take it step by step. And also for me, the moon, oops, it's really loud. Sorry about that. The moon represents our intuition as well, so really just follow your intuitive guidance along the way, because I mean, that is I call it you know, our magical tool, or there's another word that I normally use, but you know, really our intuition is our superpower. It's what guides us and helps us move forward. So really tune into that, and you know, every step will be revealed along the way, and that's how we end up at our you know, whatever word that is, abundance, or you know, our happiness, where we have all the things that we want and need around us. We follow our intuitive guidance and really stay in that place of love as well, and that's where you have everything that you need. Yeah, it's just you know, the growth, the greenery, all that type of goodness that is around. So yeah, it's kind of like just at the core, I know there's a lot of information there, but just really at the core, that we are the magicians in our lives, and you know, to really trust in ourselves and to trust in our you know, the steps that we get to take to move us forward, because that's what will help us. We don't need to know ahead of time. The path will reveal itself when the timing is right. Yeah, so that's what, there's a lot of messages in there, but
yeah, same, but I exactly picked the same thing up. It's about love and compassion and allowing everything to unfold. And that's always being honest to yourself and having love for yourself first before anything else can.
Yeah, and we were talking about this before, weren't we? Where when we have that love for ourselves, then that's when we really can open up to love from others, and to really give fully, like, from, rather than just having a little bit, you know, we open up to all of the possibilities, the fullness of what we are capable of in terms of love. And being in that state is when all the gifts come in. We're not just limited to a certain amount. So yeah, it's a really good point.
Yeah, it's like a full capacity of things, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, thank you. And for me also, it looked nearly like the moon and the sun, because the card was so golden.
That's right. Yeah, it does. Like, you know, I did notice that as well. It's like, is it the sun or is it the moon? But it's kind of like, yeah, things are hidden, but I guess the sun lights up the path as well, doesn't it? And the moon does, I suppose, as well.
Yeah. It's that illumination of what I got also with the Hanged Man, is about the illumination from within to get.
That's right.
Yeah. I like that. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Any other messages, anything we need to know, any guidance and channeling for the beginning of January 2022? Taking the time today.
They were like, yeah,
okay,
they're having a think.
Wow. Oh. All righty. Anybody else? I got 3 so far. All right, so the main cards, so I got 4 all up. The first 3 main ones is the Queen of the Day.
Mm.
And it's all about, it's like honoring yourself, and 4, you know, always representing the connecting to your heart space, to count your blessings of the day in the morning and in the evening before you rise and before you go to sleep. And I feel like there's more gifts unfolding, more illumination as well. You see how the pearl is like really illuminating, and there's gifts coming our ways. And to actually be more in stillness, to completely receive it all. And that only happens when you do have stillness and you look into all sides of self, including shadow self. You know, because this
Like the hangman, isn't it?
Exactly. And then because of that, then you're able to step into your full power. And it comes with love, unconditional love. And there's nice community around it. I love the colors. It's very lavender and pink and purple hues. I love that. And then the next card we have is the joy of the future. So everything is going to be more in balance and harmony. Again, there's a fun-loaded community around us. It's it's very nice. It's a very nice, fun card. Again, I feel like when I look at that pixie, you know, it's actually being in that embracing your full self and really being still within that and just being like happy and within yourself and juggling. Instead of juggling and being in action, it's actually looking at the balance and harmony from within. And obviously the joy of the future is celebration coming our way. It speaks of times where there's a lot of joy and harmony and happiness. If I feel like actually it's coming in with music and sound,
like a party,
that's
like a celebration.
Yeah, and I think really it's about the honesty of everything coming up in humanity at the moment with everything that's going on the planet. It's more, there's a certain visibility, and for me, full visibility and being fully exposed to self and then to others, that's where magic happens. Really, that's really where we start to ignite now. So incredible times we're in. It's just like so exciting.
So just one thing as well is like it just reminded me that like everything that we see outside of ourselves is just an opportunity to reflect within.
Yes.
So that, rather than it being like that person, it's just if you see something outside of yourself that kind of triggers you, then it just means that there's something within to look at. And it's not about that outside, it's just another mirror to look at and review. So, it doesn't have to be a major thing, really. It's
quite often the little things, and when you get triggered from something outside, then to reflect. Yeah, these are like, it's funny because the cards always speak so differently, but today it really feels like it's about that inner reflection. And then the third card I got is the Lady of the Forest. And see, again, she's going completely inwards, really connecting to nature. So whenever you feel a bit of a wobble or you're unstable, just go out, hug a tree, or sit around a tree and asking the nature spirits to connect, to assist you. And I feel like the Lady of the Forest is really showing us to stay grounded. And the word I hear with that is the capacity of love.
Yeah. Well, just even when you say that, it's like I can just feel my heart expanding when we go into that space.
Same.
And not in our heads. It's just like being in our heart. There's just so much there.
That's right. Yeah. So she's very much about that. It's completely the inner journey is completing yourself.
Nice.
Yeah, she's so nice. And then when I said, is there any other card, and I put it like like I have the top three and then that one went underneath it, so a bit more like a side card, let's call it a side card, and it's number 17, the rocks. And here's a reminder, this card, he's a bit sorry for himself. It's victimhood, and it's a little bit like your first card, being stuck, but actually, why are you actually stuck? Isn't it quite, do you feel that? It's quite a similar card, like he got all this around him, and it's about reminding us on the fund or within your foundation, step out of victimhood. You can change everything you want. You just have to move out of it. So don't get stuck on the pole and feel sorry for yourself, because once you go into the movement of all the main cards, that's where you find your true expression. So I really feel with
So
him,
interesting.
isn't it interesting? Yeah, it's
And they're both 8s as well.
oh really
Both,
amazing.
Yeah.
But
It's almost like that.
Just step
Like,
out of the. You go.
Oh, sorry. No, it just feels like that's the key to creating what we want.
Exactly. And that's why, when I saw this now on the foundation underneath the 3, it's like find your bravery, because he's lost his brave heart, but we all got a brave heart. We can all do it. Stepping out of the confined. Wow. Boom. I like this.
Absolutely. Yeah. I feel like what I'm hearing is now is like honor yourself, honor the self.
Yes.
Really give yourself, whatever part of the journey you're at, honor that space, and then, shift yourself if you need to shift. And give that time, that introspection.
That's it. And if you're stuck in a situation, there's only 2 ways to deal with it. Either you change the situation from within and work it out, or you leave the situation, right?
Yeah.
Now, after we put the cards down, I just feel this overwhelm energy, not in a good way, not overwhelm. Actually, I shouldn't say overwhelm. It's like I just feel energy pouring out of my heart like a big wave. And then at the same time, the crown is just like really
open up. Yeah.
So much clarity.
It's like everything opens up, doesn't it? It's like the heart, the energy just flows out that way.
Yeah. And as a reading for the beginning of the month, it keeps us in that we see there's so much to unravel at the moment, and there has been a lot of upheaval going on, but actually, we're stepping into this empowered state. So
and I think that's not, we have to allow that old to fall away, because it's, you do see a bit of chaos before the new comes in. So it's allowing that what you see on the outside is just allowing that to dissolve so that you can bring in the new. And being, in numerology, a 6th year, then it's a really, really strong foundation for love, unconditional love for yourself, and unconditional love as a result of others. And I think it's going to be beautiful, a big, massive, but great year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Happy 2022, everybody.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm excited too. Oh, it's been great.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think we rounded up, hey? And then you guys, you can see us. We do the year 1 is our next one for the whole year, do a reading.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here and supporting. And thanks, Julie, for working with me, doing this amazing project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for your comments as well. Everyone who's, left. We really appreciate that. And we love hearing from you. So yes, we look forward to seeing you at the next recording that we do.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Much love always.